Hey everyone, Pupsker here. Just to quickly let you know, this is an updated Warframe farming guide for 2024, and this is my compilation of Warframes A-D. So essentially starting at Ash and ending at Dante. I'll throw in timestamps, but you can go watch the individual videos as well if you want. Cheers. Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe Hunters, an updated 2024 guide on how to farm Ash. So, quite simply, first and foremost, go to the market in order to get the Ash blueprint. You just have to look for Ash and then find Ash right here, click on Ash, and the blueprint is available for 35,000 credits. Then we'll have to farm up the Ash Neuroptics, Ash Chassis, and Ash Systems. In order to do that, you have two methods. You can either farm Warframe Railjack, which will take you a little bit of time to unlock. You have to be in a guild, you have to unlock the Railjack quest, fully build your Railjack, so it might take you a little bit of time to get into the game, do Railjack, and farm up your Railjack. But other than that, that is how you first and foremost farm Ash. The second method is through Warframe, the Duviri Paradox. You can farm Ash in the circuit as one of the weekly 3 rotations. So first off, let's talk about let's talk about Railjack. Once you unlock Railjack, you have to get a Railjack segment for, I think, your clan, for your general orbiter and everything around that. You have to do Rising Tide, the quest line. So those are the prerequisites. Do that. Do the main quest line, and eventually you will unlock it. Once you do, this is the drop rotations for all of the items for Ash, starting off with the Neuroptics. You can get Ash Neuroptics through Neptune Proxima Defense, Neptune Proxima Survival, Neptune Proxima Volatile, and Neptune Proxima Exterminate. And those are just these missions here: Defense, Exterminate, Survival, and then Volatile. Has a better drop rate on a drop rotation, Survival, and Defense, but it also has a drop rate of about 5% on the Volatile and Exterminate. All pictures for screenshots I'm taking off the Warframe wiki, so go check it out if you need to. That's how you get Ash Neuroptics. Next up, to get Ash parts, you will have to go to Pluto Proxima. That is how you can get the Chassis blueprint. Same deal as before. Chassis drops on the Exterminate, Survival, Volatile, and Defense at the same drop rates. About 5% and 13.3% for each one. Run this a rotation, a rotation, a rotation, and you should be good to go. The Orphix and the Spy do not drop Ash though, so keep that in mind. Next up, you have the Systems, and that is on Venus Proxima. Same idea, you have Systems Blueprint for Exterminate, Volatile, Defense, and Survival. Sorry, I just kind of repeated myself. And the drop rates are the same, 13.33% and about 5% on those. So run any one of those general missions. You should be good to go. Might take a little bit of time. Ash is meant to drop as you farm through Railjack and farm up intrinsics and levels and everything, so keep that in mind. You are supposed to be farming up ya boy while you go through this, okay? So hope that helps there. That is how you farm Ash the regular method through Railjack. The other method is just, like I said before, the Duviri Paradox. In order to do this, you need to have the Duviri Paradox quest unlocked, you need to have that fully completed, and every week you can go into the circuit right here, regular, non-seal path, go to the circuit, then you'll be able to choose one of 3 random Warframes every week in a set rotation, and eventually that rotation will include Ash, and you can then click on the Warframe, choose the Warframe, and collect Ash blueprints and all of the other blueprints and some augment mods. From there, you simply go to your foundry and build Ash. Ash has no special parts, okay? Ash Chassis, Neuroptics, and Systems, they're just regular parts, so build them and you should be good to go. that is how you farm up regular ash in Warframe. So I hope this updated 2024 Warframe Hunter's Guide helps. And if it did, subscribe, like, check me out, twitch.tv/Pupsker. And you can use Epic Games creator code Pupsker to directly support the channel, or just donate on YouTube or any of the other social medias. It always helps out. So thank you all so much. Cheers. Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe, I want to talk about how you can farm Atlas in Warframe. Pretty simple Warframe to farm overall. If you need Atlas's main blueprint, like many other Warframes, some you can buy in the shop, but Atlas's you actually get from the Jordis Precept quest. And if you need additional ones, you can buy them from Cephalon Samaris for 50,000 general loot, okay? From there, you have to make sure, okay, that you complete the Jordis Precept quest. This is the prereq, so get this done, okay? Once you complete that, you have to farm the Jordis Golem in order to get Atlas. The Jordis Golem is a boss that you can then farm on the Jordis Golem assassination node, I believe on Eris over here. This is a Archwing boss, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. All you have to do is fly around with your Archwing and shoot at the boss. I would recommend you upgrade your Archwing guns to have good mods and everything, but that is the TLDR on how to farm the boss. The systems blueprint drops here, the neuroptics blueprint drops here, and the chassis blueprint drops here. And they all have a pretty equal chance to drop. I think neuroptics and chassis both have a 38 or 39 or so % chance to drop. And the systems blueprint for Atlas has the lowest drop chance at about 22.5% chance to drop. So yeah, that's all you have to do. TLDR, farm Atlas by completing the Jordis Precept quest, unlock Eris right here, the planet, and then farm the Jordis Golem. It will take you a little bit of time to unlock because this is a little bit further on into the game, all things considered, if you like just start now. Anyways, that's how you farm that. It's pretty simple. The other method is the Duviri Paradox. Atlas is one of the Warframes that will show up when you play the Duviri Paradox, the circuit. If you don't know, once you complete the Duviri Paradox quest and everything, you can farm one Warframe a week from the circuit, and it is on a 3 Warframe repeating path. So every, I think, 11 weeks or so, you are able to get Atlas from here. All you have to do is pick Atlas, pick one of the Warframes, and then you're good to go. You then run the circuit, and from there, you farm their optics, system, chassis, and main blueprint, and you can farm the Warframe. So that is how you farm up Atlas now in Warframe. 2024 updated Warframe Hunter's Guide. I do hope it helped, and if it did, as always, subscribe, like, follow, use Epic Games creator code Pupsker, and you know, just check out any of the other actual social medias. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe, we're gonna quickly go over how you can farm the Warframe Banshee. The only real prerequisite you need is you need to join a clan for Banshee. Once you join a clan, go to your clan dojo down here, mine is the Koriki Cult, and then once you get into your clan dojo, head on over to the Tenno Lab. This is essentially all you need to do in order to build Banshee. So we'll quickly run to the Tenno Lab, and then I'll show you how to build Banshee. Tenno Lab, quick teleport there. You have Banshee here, so replicate blueprint main Banshee, replicate blueprint for the Banshee systems, replicate blueprint for Banshee neuroptics, and then replicate the blueprint for Banshee chassis. And the build requirements is all pretty normal items, so nothing that you have to go out of your way to actually obtain. Once you actually get Banshee, just leave your clan dojo, quickly jump on out of there, and then go to your foundry. Just down here, type in, of course, Banshee, and then build Banshee. I didn't buy extra parts, because, like, why would I need to? But that is how you farm regular Banshee in Warframe. Really doesn't take long at all, should only take, like, a minute or two to obtain, and it is a very early on Warframe, so it has, I'd say, good advantages, good AoE, but maybe not a Warframe you'll love, but if it is, let me know. Either way, sub, like, check out all the socials, and use Epic Games creator code Pupsker to support the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe, we're going to talk about how you can farm Baruuk. 2 ways to farm Baruuk. The faster way, if you have it unlocked, and you can actually do it right now, is Warframe Duviri Paradox the circuit. If you have the circuit unlocked and you can run Duviri Paradox, you can actually farm Baruuk in the circuit. He is one of the weekly rotations on the circuit regular mode, but it does take a little bit of time to unlock this. This is in the Duviri Paradox. It requires the Duviri Paradox quest, and it takes a little bit of time, so keep that in mind. But Baruuk is a drop from the Duviri Paradox. Once you do that, pick him, run the circuit, and then you can farm up Baruuk. Other things you can do, sometimes with Warframes, you can search up the Warframe and buy them in the market, but Baruuk is not one of them. Baruuk is one that you will be able to obtain on Fortuna. I recommend you complete the Fortuna quest, Intro to Fortuna, and then it is all on Venus, Fortuna, and Orb Valis. So run the prerequisite quests, do all of that. It'll take a little bit of time, but once you do that, you can go on down to Fortuna, and we can talk about how you can farm Baruuk. You need to get a high rank standing with Baruuk, or I should say with Little Duck, in order to actually get Baruuk. So first and foremost, you can fast travel over to Utico. You'll want to get your Solaris United standing nice and farmed up in the game. In order to do that, run bounties and get items. In order to build Baruuk, you're going to need a lot of different toroids, and you can't actually get them easily from here. So farm this up to get your regular standing up with Solaris United. From there, you'll have to have your operator mode unlocked in order to go into the back room here. And this is where the real party begins in Warframe, in Baruuk farming. You'll need to be able to run these briefing missions here for, I think, Exploiter. You'll need to be able to at least run some of these sometimes. And more importantly, also Profit Taker. So there are bounties here, and you need to run these in order to get loot. You'll need to get Vega Toroids, which can also be farmed in the spaceport in Orb Valis, and it drops from the Might Rachnoids. Drop chances help for these items, okay? So resource drop boosters, it helps for the item. 100% would recommend. This is where you can also get some Caldatoroids, or you can also farm them from enemies in the Enrichment Lab on Orb Valis from the Skytoe Rachnoids, okay? Enrichment Lab for the Caldatoroids. You have Solatoroids, Temple of Profit on Orb Valis, okay? From the Raita Rachnoids. And then you also could run Profit Taker Phase 4, but you can run these bounties in order to get standing and rep for Little Duck over here, as well as Solatoroids and all of those. From there, that's how you pretty much farm everything. You can browse wares with Little Duck over here, and you need to be able to turn into your operator slash, I guess, kid mode. And from here, you can just straight up buy Baruuk. You need to be rank 2 and I think rank 3, but you can buy Baruuk main blueprint, 5,000 standing, chassis, 5,000 standing, helmet and neuroptics, 5,000 standing, and systems, 5,000 standing. The reason why I was talking about toroids earlier is because you need toroids in order to build these. You also need Radiant Zodian, which is a buildable gem, and Tromsian Entroplasma, which is a fish. So you need to fish for high-level fish on Fortuna, and you need to be able to get the gems, high-level gems on Fortuna as well. Which means you need to run the previous standing, the main section for the game, and you need to be able to get your standing purchases. So purchase that from other vendors as you need. Same with the neuroptics, you need Solatoroids, as well as Alloy, and the Synthethid Ecosynth Analyzer, which is a fish part. So fish around the game in order to get all of that. And the Vegatoroid Alloy Fist, do more mining stuff. and that is how you get Baruuk base Warframe. It takes a lot of time. You need to get your voxel layer standing up. You can trade a lot of toroids for standing. So farm a ton of toroids, use a resource boost if required, and run a lot of these bounties, bosses, profit taker, exploiter orb if you need to. So that's how you farm that up. If you need to know more Warframes, I'm slowly updating the Warframe Hunters videos, update guides for 2024, but once you farm it there, you just go to your foundry and then build it in there, and that is how you get Baruuk. Hope it helps. Subscribe, like. You can always use Epic Games creator code to support the channel if you use the Epic Games Store, and check out any of my other social medias, Pupsker, Pupsker Gotcha, YouTube channels. It all helps, so thank you. Hey everyone, my name's Pupsker, and today in Warframe, I want to talk about how you can farm the Warframe Caliban. This is a Warframe that only really has one method to farm, and you need to farm this Warframe through the open worlds, Fortuna, or Cetus, using Break Narmer, or I guess post Veil Breaker, post the New War missions, okay? So you need to have completed the New War, and you, I do believe, have to have completed the Break Narmer missions, all of that. The only requirement is you have to go to the open worlds, I think at nighttime. And other than that, hey, you're good to go. It'll actually take a lot of time. It's more of one of the end game storyline quests, so keep that in mind. Finishing the New War and doing the whole Calls Garrison, Break Narmer stuff is a pain. For Caliban, you can buy the main blueprint, though, in the market for 50,000 credits. But to get the Neuroptics, chassis, and system, you do have to run Break Narmer mission, so it's kind of a pain. You could always check up in the codexes like this on how to get Warframes. I don't think it properly, shows how to farm them in this area. It just shows off their skills and stuff, but let's go to the open worlds to do Break Narmer missions. And in order to build Caliban, you need Narmer isoplasts as well as, I think, like anomaly shards. In order to get anomaly shards, you need to run Railjack. You need to go to the high level, like Veil Proxima missions, and you need to run the bleeping missions like this. That is how you get anomaly shards, one per mission, I believe, in order to build Caliban. It's not that hard, but it takes a lot of time, so you do have to have Railjack fully unlocked, and you have to have the new War Quest unlocked. So Caliban is a Warframe that will take you quite some time to unlock, okay? And it's not a terrible Warframe, it just takes a lot of time. So let's go back to one of the open worlds, because like I said, you have to run the Narmer Fortuna or Narmer Cetus bounties when they are alive, or I should say up. And the drop rotations for the chassis, the blueprints, and chassis neuroptic system is terrible, right? It can be very annoying. You're relying purely on RNG. So let's quickly go to Cetus. It's currently daytime, and then it's nighttime, it says, in 4 minutes, which means I think we can run the Break Narmer missions in about 4 minutes, but hey, they may have totally changed it, so it's easier to just run them now. Let's quickly fast travel to Konzu, talk to Konzu, bounties, and you need to run, yeah, that's what I thought, the Narmer missions, there they are. There's one at a time. This one says Narmer, right? It swaps out every X amount of time, and that's what you need to run. You just need to run this, and eventually you'll get the Caliban chassis blueprint. You can see it also drops Narmer isoplasts, which are something you need in order to build this. Anomaly shards, those are where you get the Railjack item that I was talking about before, flashing Railjack mission. You can get some mods as well, right? Some of the weapons, Boreal's Contempt, Narmer isoplast, but that's how you farm the base Caliban blueprint there. Neuroptics, everything. Let's quickly run on over to Fortuna so that you can also see which one is going on there. I think there's always a Narmer mission available, and nowadays they just swap out every 2.5 hours on Fortuna and Cetus. So make sure that you check every 2.5 hours, because the drop rotations change, the parts that drop will change, and everything like that. Okay, Caliban is a sentient Warframe, much like Revenant, but different. And the Narmer mission here is giving us, yeah, Caliban chassis as well. So I would have to check back in 53 minutes. Looks like it is the same as Cetus. I wanted to check to see if they were different. And that's literally all you have to do to farm Caliban. After you collect all the items, go to the foundry and build Caliban. Bada bing, bada boom, you have yourself your very own sentient Caliban Warframe. So let me know what you think, everybody. I'm updating all my Warframe Hunters videos to be 2024 updated, so hope you all appreciate it. Like, subscribe, engage, and comment on all my social medias to help support the channels. You can use the Epic Games creator code Pupsker, or just check out any of my YouTube videos, Pupsker, or my second YouTube channel, Pupsker Gotcha, and just check out any of the social medias because it all helps. So thank you all so much. Cheers. Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe, we're gonna go over how you can farm Chroma. Chroma is actually a pretty easy Warframe to farm, all things considered. In order to start farming Chroma, you need to complete and do the New Strange quest. So once you farm it up, run the New Strange quest. It's a pretty easy quest, doesn't take too long, maybe an hour or two. You just have to get, I think, some like scans and some things farmed. Work with Cephalon Samaris to find the source of a mysterious voice. This quest is, I think, your first general introduction to Cephalon Samaris, and once you run this, you get a Chroma blueprint. Once you get the Chroma blueprint and any other parts of Chroma, if you ever get rid of it or need a repeat part, you can get it from Cephalon Samaris again. And Cephalon Samaris will be at the relays like always, okay? Anyways, that's how you mainly get base Chroma's blueprint, not anything else yet. How do you get Chroma parts though, you may be wondering, okay? Chroma parts, overall, pretty simple. You can get it on Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, but specifically on Saturn, you can get the Chroma part by completing the Uranus junction. That's how you get the Chroma Neuroptics blueprint. And again, to get multiples, if you need more for whatever reason, Helminth later on in the game, you accidentally delete it, you can get it from Cephalon Samaris. Next up, on the Uranus planet, on the Neptune junction, that is where you get the Chroma chassis blueprints, right? Clap, 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 clap. 10 out of 10, pretty good. Can't really be mad at that. Last but not least, you can run on over to Neptune on the Pluto junction to finally get the Chroma systems blueprint. So if you ever need any repeat of any of these items, you just get them from Cephalon Samaris, but that's the first method in farming it for Chroma. Other than that, there's one other way. You wait for Chroma to appear through the Duviri Paradox. This means you have to have the Duviri Paradox quest complete and accessible. After that, you go to this area in the top right, Duviri Paradox, the circuit. You have to wait until one of the rotations with, that's right, Chroma pops up. I think it's on a 11-week rotation. So if you want to farm Chroma, get some Chroma augments, you wait for it to pop up in this area if you have it unlocked, and then just farm it when it does appear. Other than that, that's how you farm up Chroma. You just run through those junctions, okay? You complete the New Strange, or you run Duviri Paradox. Chroma is, I think, overall an easy Warframe to farm. Nothing really out of the ordinary in order to build Chroma, so yeah, that should be everything. You can get Chroma Prime as well. Chroma Prime is out there, so if the guide helped, as always, subscribe, like, comment down below for sweet, sweet engagement, and you can also join any of the other social medias or use Epic Games creator code Pupsker to support the channel. So thank you, cheers. Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe, we're gonna go over how you can farm Citrine in Warframe. She is the gem Warframe, good support, damage, status damage, really all around, and has damage reduction, so good Warframe. In order to farm Citrine, you need to have completed the Heart of Deimos quest. This is step 1, essentially, Heart of Deimos. Because you need to get access to Deimos, as well as in order to build one of the parts, you need to have at least rank 2 in the Intrati standing in order to buy, I think, stellated necrothene. It's one of the build materials for Citrine. Once you're actually done completing Heart of Deimos and you have some access there, you are ready to farm up Citrine. Overall, she is actually a pretty simple Warframe. She is farmed on one map node that is on Mars, Tiana's Pass or Tiana Pass right here. This again requires Heart of Deimos to complete, and it's just a mirror defense. If you want to get all of the parts for Citrine, you need to farm it up to C drop rotation. That means I think each mirror defense rotation is 2.5 minutes times 2. So you go to one side and then you go to the other side, and that is an A drop rotation, and then you do both sides, another A drop rotation, both sides, another B drop rotation, and then both sides, a C drop rotation. So you need to farm it about 20 minutes or both sides each time. C drop rotation will get you a 6% drop chance of the systems, or a 6% drop chance of the neuroptics, 9% drop chance of the main blueprint, and a 6% drop chance of the chassis blueprint. All of that takes place right here on Tiana Pass. I think technically it would require you to do 8 mirror defense runs because each side's 2.5 minutes, but that's fun. The thing is, the drop rate is very low, right? It is very low, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. The nice thing about this is there is a secondary shop in order to buy Citrine. You still need to farm the crystal materials in order to buy Citrine from Tiana Pass. You need, I think technically, 1,500 or so Belric and Rania crystals, because that's the whole storyline of Tiana Pass. You get Belric and Rania crystals. You need to pick them up on the Necrolisk. I think you have to talk to Otak. We'll jump on down there, quickly talk to Otak, and I'll show you how big the shop is in order to buy Citrine. As you can see though, Citrine is a pretty simple and basic farm overall. You go to one map, you farm one map, and then you're good to go. Here's Otak, you do Unearth Citrine, okay? Unearth Citrine. From there, you can buy the Citrine blueprint, chassis blueprint, neuroptics blueprint, and Citrine's systems blueprint. All in all, for about 1,500 or so Citrine, Belric, Rania crystals. Nice. And the things you need to buy, I think, is the stellated necrothene, the gem material right here. You need to get rank 2 with the standing on Deimos in order to actually buy that, and then build it. And you also have to get some of the faceted Thymetrites. I don't know if you have to build that as well in the foundry or not, but keep out for that. You can also buy Citrine's weapons, as well as some pretty decent arcanes through this shop, and other stuff like the Citrine's Last Wish factory scene. So if you need anything there, farm up Tiana Pass, and you should be good to go. Either way, everybody, hope this Warframe Hunter's Guide helped on how to farm Citrine. If it did, like, comment down below, subscribe, and check out and follow all the other social medias in the description. Pretty much Pupsker on most social medias, other than my second channel, which is Pupsker Gotcha on YouTube. And I also have an Epic Games creator code Pupsker if you want to use that ever and support the channel. Thank you, thank you. Cheers. Hey everyone, Pupsker here with an updated Warframe Hunters video on how to farm the Warframe Dagath. And this farm is fairly simple. You need to have Dagath's Hollow unlocked and built and in a clan dojo. So you need to be in a clan is what I'm trying to say. And they have to have that built in your clan dojo. So step 1, you're in a clan and it has Dagath's Hollow. Step 2, you need to farm something called the Abyssal Zone. It's an exterminate on Ceres. And in order to farm that, you need to first go to your faction standings, which are here. In whichever faction standing you have upgraded to rank 2 or higher, you click on it, go to view offerings, and you need to purchase this right here. This is an Abyssal Beacon. This will allow you to go into the exterminate on Ceres once. So buy this, and that is how you essentially farm up Dagath. So it's a very simple farm. I think it'll take about, how many times? 10 times to unlock all of Dagath or so. So it might take you like 50,000 to 100,000 offering standing there, depending on how lucky you get. So you buy it from there, and then you go into here, you go over to, where are you, Ceres? I'm always bad with the planets. And then you run the Abyssal Zone right here. It's a very fast exterminate. You just plow through the enemies, kill them, and once you do, you will get an item called Vein Thorns, or you'll get the Vein Thorns. Random RNG, I think you get like 6, 7, 8, or your drops are 8, 11, 12, depending on regular mode or Steel Path mode. And you use said Vein Thorns in order to, I think, purchase Dagath, as well as maybe build Dagath. So once you farm up the Abyssal Zone on Ceres, you should be good to go. We'll go to the dojo so that you can quickly see the shop where Dagath is purchasable from, Dagath's Hollow. And you'll see the Vein Thorn cost for everything. 182 Vein Thorns in total for everything for Dagath. Nice, not bad overall. Might be a pain for some people. You can fast travel to Dagath's Hollow. Yeah, I know, it's behind my face, so whatever. And that's where you can buy research Dagath, right there, right? You can research that. 34, I think. 30, nope. And then, yeah, 34. So, yeah, about 102, 108. Yeah, something like that, 102 for Dagath. And then Doorclave and everything. So that's how you farm up Dagath Warframe updated. Overall, it's pretty easy. It just takes a little bit of time and you have to be inside a clan. So judge it. Let me know what you think. I would recommend, of course, doing it on Steel Path because, yeah, you get more Vein Thorns, but it really doesn't matter too much. Farm it, Steel Path or regular. You should be good to go. Hopefully that helped. If it did, like, subscribe, comment down below for sweet YouTube engagement because it always helps out, whether you like or comment or just subscribe. The sweet YouTube gods love the engagement. As well as if you use Epic Games creator code Pupsker, helps me out if you use the Epic Games Store, as well as sub to the second channel or any of the socials, second channel, Pupsker Gotcha. Anyways, let me know what you think, everybody. Hopefully this guide helped. Cheers. Hey everyone, Pupsker here. Today in Warframe, we're going to go over how you can farm Dante in Warframe. I'm just making an updated Warframe Hunter series of guides, so doing every single Warframe, no matter how recent or relevant it has been. In order to unlock this Warframe, handful of quests you have to complete, right? Deadlock Protocol has to be done. Whispers in the Walls has to be done. So this is the newest quest that you have to do. And oh my god, it is a huge pain in the bus. But I should say, once you complete Whispers in the Wall, all of the materials are on the Deimos and Trotty Disruption tile that you can just play the game and farm. Or you can also purchase them from Lloyd, who's on Deimos Sanctum Anatomica. So that's quite simply how you farm them up. Do your prereqs and then be able to farm up Dante. On Deimos right here, okay, the Sanctum Anatomica, where is it? Mirror Defense right there. No, wait. No, it's not Mirror Defense, the one I'm thinking of. It is a Disruption. There it is. The Armistice Disruption. This is how you farm up Dante. In order to run this mission to completion, to C-drop rotation is how you can try to get Dante. So you have to run the Disruption, I think 4 whole times to complete it. That's pretty good, right? Pretty good, not bad. C-drop rotation, each one of Dante's part has a 5% drop rate, and then I think the main blueprint has a 7.5 chance. But if you don't end up getting it from the drop itself, running these missions will drop Vessel Capillaries. I think running most of the Deimos missions attached to Sanctum Anatomica, they will drop a resource called Vessel Capillaries. Or maybe these Vessel Capillaries only drop from the Demolishers on the Disruption mission. Either way, farm the Disruption mission. You will get access to the Vessel Capillaries once they drop. Once they drop, talk to your boy Lloyd, and you can try to exchange stuff, not the Voca. I think it's maybe Research Dante. There we go. Click on the Research Dante tab, and that's where you can see, okay, you can buy Dante. 270 Vessel Capillaries, 90 Vessel Capillaries, 90 Vessel Capillaries, and 90 Vessel Capillaries. All of the building requirements for Dante are resources that you'll get very quickly. Trotty Lanthorns, Voca, right, and Trotty Obols. So once you complete this area, once you run the disruption, probably for a couple of hours, you'll have enough to get Dante, and you should be good to go. Even if you don't get any of his parts through the C-drop rotation, there's still altogether like a 20 to 25 or so % drop chance on C-drop rotation, so you might get lucky. Plus with Disruption, the way it works is you keep running it to always get the C-drop rotation, so as long as you're not messing it up, you should be able to farm Dante within an hour pretty easily, or 2 hours if you have terrible luck. Either way, Dante's an easy farm, just a quick updated video. Hope it helps, and if it did help, daily reminder to subscribe, like, check out all the other social medias. I'm Pupsker on most of them. Second channel, Pupsker Gotcha, as well as if you want to support the channel, you can use the Epic Games creator code Pupsker. All of that helps out, so thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.